The more hits we play, the more hits we get. URLradio.net. Stacy Sturm.
Kevin Kuz.
Okay, another survey time. We talked last week about how people lie about numbers of partners.
Yep.
What percentage did you think of people have had sex with a coworker? Did you say like 30%?
Less than 30%.
54% have had sex with a coworker, according to a survey. Among the 2,500 people polled, 84% said they should be allowed to get it on with a colleague, as long as it's not affecting business. Business insiders call the results of the Sex at Work survey startling. Of the 54% of people who have done it with a coworker, 48% of them have actually done it at the office.
I need to find me another line of work. That's crazy.
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. 64% said it is a no-no to like have sex with your boss or a supervisor of some kind. 92% said they feel that they should not have to report their sex lives to HR. So in other words, if they're dating somebody at work, they shouldn't have to tell HR.
I would agree with that.
90% of the people have been attracted to a coworker. 65% have actually hit on a colleague. And 54% have had sex with multiple colleagues.
Wow.
48%, like we said before, has actually done it at their office. So there you go.
Yikes. Yeah, I need to find a different position. Boom. Literally. Dang, I would say that would make things awkward.
Well, and that's why one of the things, too, why I think that maybe you should have to report that stuff to HR. Because here's the thing. It's only if something weird comes up. All of a sudden, you don't want your company blindsided if, like, maybe you don't know your coworker that well, and you think, yeah, I'm going to hit that, and you do, and then she turns out to be a psycho.
Yeah.
And, like, all of a sudden just totally backstabs you and betrays you and files a lawsuit and blames the company and blah, blah, blah. And people are just weird. You just never know. So that's why it's not a bad idea if you happen to get into I think the question is, like, when do you have to report it?
At what point?
Yeah, like at what point
Third
should you
base.
be required? I mean, how far into the relationship? If it's a one-night stand, I don't think you should have to report that. That's very personal. And then that's when you sort of get into, like, the weirdness. You know what I mean? Like, what if you... That's usually when you find out, wow, that person's a psycho. I made a mistake. But.
What if you're doing it with somebody from HR?
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, that could be a whole big conspiracy in and of itself. Yeah. But so it's weird because you have a one-night stand. It shouldn't matter, but that's usually when the crazy comes out. But you get into a relationship with the coworker... Usually it's just will run its course or be done, or
But then if it ran its course,
yeah,
then you're stuck with that person in your office.
Absolutely. Have you ever hooked up with a coworker?
No, because
even when you were like in high school or something.
No. Just and not that I had a couple opportunities.
Yeah,
but I never jumped on them.
I never jumped on it.
But I think just for that reason is that'd be weird.
My first job when I worked at McDonald's, that was I dated a guy that I worked with all through senior year.
And worked together.
And we worked together. There was moments of awkwardness when
I bet.
And it wasn't so much like, I don't know. And our boss knew that we were going out. It wasn't a big secret. But there was a guy at work who also liked me who then just razzed my boyfriend in the back all the time. Yep. Like, she does, you don't deserve her. She's,
You can do better than that.
She could do better than you. Yeah. So, and he would just say horrible things then to my boyfriend. And I would tell this other guy, I'd be like, stop it. Don't be a DB.
Just keep making your chicken nuggets.
Yeah, drop the fillets, man. Just keep dropping your fish.
Just listen. Just drop the fillet, okay?
Drop the topic. Drop the fillet. All right?
Just make the McBLT already. You were never in on that, were you?
No.
As a worker?
No. Mm-mm. Well, and then too, then if I thought he was flirting with somebody, I would sort of be irritated. I'd be like, are you really doing that? at work. I'm working with you right now.
See, that's when I would have flirted with somebody else then.
With the guy that was like, she deserves
Yep.
better? No, I
the
didn't play that
filet-o
game.
fish dude.
Grill guy. So that's really the only, but it never really affected our work until we broke up. And then he actually left. So we didn't work together after that. But when he did come back, I told you that story about how he just made his life hell.
Yep.
When he came back then.
Maybe that's why you haven't after that point.
Yeah, I guess I learned my lesson then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. And it's, but I think that's different. Like when you get into those teenage jobs, there's teenage drama no matter what. Even if you're not dating somebody in your workplace, if you're going through a rocky time in your relationship, oh my God, I can't perform my job because I just can't stop thinking about this.
I think that the two places where you see that a lot are the fast
food and retail.
And
Bars. Oh, yeah. I noticed that. Even though, I was engaged to Greg when I worked at Bucks. So I was off limits. I didn't have that kind of weirdness. But, I saw that going on with bartenders and cocktails.
Yep.
And, that was not a good situation. Yeah, you're right. That's a whole other show. Yep.
Yeah, and I would think that would be a worse situation in that
because then
setting.
you also have alcohol fueling everything as well.
Yep.
Oh, and then you have patrons who are in there for the same reason. You're afraid other people you're working with are trying to pick up your girl, and guess what? The people coming into the bar are also trying to pick up your girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, not good. I used to just sort of sit back and laugh at that.
Point. Fools, you fools.
Yeah, so there you go. An astounding amount of people have hooked up with a coworker.
Crazy.
I was surprised by the amount
high.
of people that have actually had sex at their office.
Yeah.
No way.
You and Greg christen this place?
No.
What? Come on.
No. I'm the boss. It's mine, and I won't even do that.
Sofas and stuff here. Futons. Come on.
No way.
Isn't there just a little bit of a part of you that's like mid-afternoon on a Wednesday when there's hustle and bustle down here? There's just getting it on right here in the front window.
Not at all.
Taking that chance.
No. I'm not that person.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. But I imagine you have obviously thought about this. If you ever want to come down some Wednesday, I'll just stay back in my office. You do what you want to do up front.
Come down. You'd let me use your office?
If you and a lady friend walk in on a Wednesday afternoon, I will go run to the post office.
If there's a tie on the doorknob. If URL is a rockin'.
So good. Hey, coming up, we're going to talk about marijuana. We're going to be blunt about marijuana. So that's coming up. Also, we're going to play SOS again. So stick around for that. And if there's a song you want to hear, email me, Stacy at urlradio.net. That's STACY at urlradio.net.